What? No.
I got it. Hey, yo, you don't want to go.
That's YouTuber Jack Doherty being arrested over the weekend for blocking traffic and drug possession in Miami Beach.
Go to the sidewalk now. You want to go with him? Go to the sidewalk now. Okay.
The arrest drew a crowd armed with cell phones ready to record all of it, and police body-worn cameras were also recording. I'll tell you all about it and how this isn't Doherty's first time getting into a little bit of trouble. Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Angenette Levy. You know, Jack Doherty, he's a big YouTuber. He's 22 and he has a huge following on YouTube and other social media platforms. On YouTube alone, he has more than 15 million subscribers and he has millions more followers on TikTok and Instagram. He posts videos documenting his life.
I'm listening podcast.
Guys, my lovely mother.
Every day, I love Sundays because I'm always in a PJ. All day long.
I love my mom. She's the best.
He's even showed off his move to a much bigger house.
I bought a house on the water in Fort Lauderdale, which is so lit. We got my boat, my jet skis on the water, everything.
But early last Saturday morning, Jack Doherty made social media news for another reason.
Hey, yo, you don't want to go neither. Back up. I'm just saying I got it. Back up. Don't worry about it. Back up. Back up.
Go to the sidewalk. Go to the sidewalk now. Go to the sidewalk now. You want to go with him? Go to the sidewalk now. Okay. Now.
Police in Miami Beach took Jack Doherty into custody. In a post on Facebook, the PD wrote, "We don't bet on public safety." This morning at approximately 3:12 a.m., Miami Beach police officers arrested Jack C. Doherty, age 22, after he intentionally stepped into the middle of Washington Avenue to film content, blocking traffic and creating a dangerous situation for drivers and himself. Despite multiple lawful commands to clear the roadway, Doherty refused to comply, responding, "Once I'm done with this bet." He was taken into custody without incident, and a search revealed suspected amphetamine and cannabis. MBPD remains committed to maintaining public safety and order throughout the city. Our officers will continue to take proactive enforcement action against behavior that endangers motorists, residents, or visitors, and will hold all individuals accountable under the law, regardless of their celebrity status.
Good.
You are, bro. The weapons and the needles, anything I can poke me. Oh my God. I don't think you understand, man.
You should have got your man up there. I was trying to. Free jet. From the water, like what? I was trying. Oh, good.
Yo, wait, chill. Can I take that off and give it to someone? Wait, no, you can't take it off like that. Yo, chill.
Wait,
Can I take it off?
I'll take it right away.
You have to like slide it off your wrist. Like, you can't take it off anyway.
Sorry.
Can I please just take it
I
off?
think this,
You know,
just hold on to it.
I'll check it out.
Up, you know?
Give me some,
Send to watch, you know?
Also,
But no, you can't take it off that way.
Bro, you hold on to that.
Like, if you can, literally, if you want to touch me, where you think I'm going?
No, I didn't say that. Hand sanitizer.
oh, Joe, can we get the hand sanitizer, please? Really quick.
Let me slide it off, you know? No.
Just a little bit, only a little bit. That's fine. Thank you. Do you have any narcotics or anything on you?
No, sir.
Oh, there, narcotics.
Huh?
Why don't you start?
Is there anything we should know that's on you?
I'm going to check your hand at the jail. All right. Get in.
Wait, can I get my watch or someone or no?
What is? Oh, the watch.
No, but you have to like untape. You have to.
I got you. Go on.
Yeah, thank you. Can you tell him to pull up here, my friend, so he can put it on his wrist?
Right that way. We'll do it at the station.
But real, can I just take it off?
Move it on station.
No.
Now, I'm going to replay that whole thing for you a little bit later, but there were also videos on TikTok that show the arrest from other angles.
What? No.
I got it. I'm good. I got it. Hey, yo, you don't want to go. Back up. I'm just saying I got it. Back up. Don't worry about it. Back up. Yo, back up. Yo. Where you want to go? You back up.
Chill. Go to the sidewalk now. Go to the sidewalk now. You want to go with him? Funny. Go to the sidewalk now.
You want to be funny? You better get on the street. Go on the street. Who you think you are, bro? No, you're fucking not. He was trying to do this. Who the are you, bro?
I was trying to walk up the street.
Doesn't matter, bro. All you have to do was get in the sidewalk. That's it. You want to be funny?
So Jack Doherty was booked into the Miami-Dade County Jail. Definitely not fun, but it makes for good fodder for social media. So in typical influencer fashion, Doherty took to social media to make light of his arrest. After his release from jail on Saturday night, Jack Doherty posted on X, "I'm free," with a photo of arms breaking free from chains. A little bit dramatic. And Doherty spoke to NBC Miami outside the jail to tell his side of the story.
There was no traffic. It was 3 a.m, I think they just wanted to lock me up, but fair enough, learn my lesson.
Doherty told the reporter that he regretted how he handled the incident. And he posted his mugshot on X with the caption, "First day out." Then he streamed on Party with rapper Tekashi 6ix9ine and posted videos on X that showed them together and with him wearing a t-shirt with his mugshot on it.
All right.
Niggas know the vibes. We outside. Here with my boy Jack.
Yes, sir.
Fresh home.
Yeah, straight out of jail, baby.
Straight out of jail. Oh, that's your mugshot?
Yeah. And
That's
we're live
funny.
on Party.
And the pair had a little fun, sort of mooning the audience.
Let me do this. All right, come on, let's do it.
All right, so
Drop your pants. Turn around. Now squat. And off.
oh, you really that? And then a bunch of addies shot out. I was like, no.
Oh, so you be goofing?
I was just kidding. Nah.
Nah, you ain't lying.
I had to give some to the homies
You be
in the paint.
goofing?
No,
I
no,
can't
no.
hold the gun. Come on.
So he's having a little bit of fun with this after his arrest. I assume he's also going to make a YouTube video out of this whole thing. Now, this isn't the first time that Doherty's antics have gotten him into a little bit of trouble.
Help! Break the window! Oh!
Doherty was live streaming on Kick in October 2024 when he crashed his $200,000 McLaren. That nonsense got him banned from that platform. He was criticized at that time for being more concerned about his car than his photographer, who was bleeding from the head. At least that's what people thought. Jack Doherty became popular on YouTube after he created his channel back in 2016. His first viral video was entitled, "I flipped all of these," where he stuck the landing on random items he tossed into the air. It has now more than 30 million views. His claims to fame staging elaborate pranks, social media challenges, and flexing his wealth. Let's get real. Credit card debt is not an accident. Every call, every fee, every high interest trap, it's a system designed to keep Americans stuck. Banks profit, creditors win, and real families can lose. But today's sponsor, PDS Debt, helps people fight back. Whether it's credit cards, personal loans, or medical bills, PDS Debt has customized options to help you pay off debt faster. No minimum credit score required. Plus, they are A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. The system makes it so that one emergency and boom, you can fall behind and feel like you are drowning, which is why I want you all to find solutions to your debt. It's your money. It's your future. Do not let the system decide for you. You are just 30 seconds away from being debt-free. Get your free assessment and find the best option for you right now at pdsdebt.com/crimefix. That's pdsdebt.com/crimefix. Again, pdsdebt.com/crimefix. All right. So to talk about this, I want to bring in somebody who's dealt with a case or two in his time. He is Philip Dubé, and he used to work as court-appointed counsel out in Los Angeles County. So he's used to dealing with a lot of people. This is not the kind of case, though, where somebody would have court-appointed counsel, since this kid has a lot of money. So Philip, you're used to dealing with people who need help getting out of pickles. I feel like the most serious charge that this Jack Doherty has going on right here is this F3, this possible, controlled substance possession of amphetamine. And I say possible because they're still going to have to test it to make sure, yes, indeed, is suspected. It is indeed amphetamine. So what do you do with this case if it lands in your lap as a defense attorney?
Well, first of all, there are many defenses to it. When people hear the word or the term amphetamine, they automatically think of an illicit drug. But the truth is, it's a very commonly prescribed stimulant. For example, with kids who have ADD, ADHD, the first thing that I would do as his counsel is I would sit him down and say, hey, do you have a prescription? Do you have ADD, ADHD? Are you in the care of some kind of a doctor to help you control your thinking and your reasoning? If he has a prescription, you could have a free-floating pill in your pocket without the actual pill bottle and the prescription label on it, as long as you have a prescription from a doctor. That's a defense, and then the charge should outright be dismissed because it's lawfully possessed. But let's assume the worst, okay? Because that's when you always need counsel. In Florida, it is a felony. It could be filed as a felony that carries up to 5 years if you're in possession, unlawful possession of amphetamine. But all is not lost because Florida is, I don't know if I want to call it necessarily a merciful state, but they are understanding when it comes to first-time drug offenders. So they have a diversion program for people who qualify based on their record and their willingness to get some help. If you participate in a court-approved program, you can get the whole thing thrown out. It's as if it never happened, but you have to follow through. If he agrees to do the program and doesn't follow through, then he can end up going to trial on this or end up having to take a deal, and he certainly doesn't want a felony on his record over one pill.
So you're telling me, because I am familiar with ADHD medications, amphetamine can be prescribed for ADHD because I've not heard of it prescribed for that, but I've heard, I of course it can be legally prescribed.
Yes.
But I'm not saying that it can't be for ADD, ADHD, but you're saying maybe it was legally prescribed for one of those conditions.
Right. It's my understanding that whenever they seize any type of drug from an arrestee, from a suspect, and it's in pill format, it goes to the lab. They're not looking for the brand name of the pill. They're looking to see if there is an illegal active ingredient in it. In this case, it would be amphetamine. But standing alone, it's not illegal if you can show that it's tied to a prescription drug with other ingredients in it, like Adderall or dexamine. These are commonly prescribed drugs, particularly for children who have concentration problems, learning difficulties. It kind of grounds them and helps them concentrate and learn better. And frankly, it wouldn't surprise me at all if this young man has got some type of attention deficit. And then he is adding to the mix the cannabis and the marijuana and the reefer and all that kind of stuff. He is self-medicating. But my gut tells me that there is a prescription floating out there for the amphetamine.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Let's move on now to, it's a misdemeanor, the possession of cannabis. The cops say they found 3, marijuana cigarettes. That's what they called them, cigarettes, joints. I'll call it a joint. They were joints they found on him, allegedly. So obviously, anymore, it seems like I'm actually shocked this was still a crime in Miami Beach because it seems like there's this big push in many areas of the country to legalize certain quantities of marijuana. So this seems like something that, I don't know, this doesn't seem like it's going to go very far. I could be wrong about that.
Well, this is in an area of Florida called Hialeah, which is Miami-Dade, that sort of area. And I cannot believe that there's not more activity going on or more crime, that they had to have 12 cops converge upon this kid. They had to send F Troop, only really to recover a pill and some shake, as we call it, or kush here, which is, loose leaf marijuana. It's kind of silly that they're going to all this trouble. I actually think that the greater offense for him, the most disruptive one, was the resisting in the middle of the street, because that really caused a ruckus out there holding up traffic. You had to send officers out there to get him out of the way so they could free up traffic. That one is actually a lot worse, and I think society would be much more aggravated by that than him having a little dope in his pocket.
Well, yeah, it's Miami Beach police. They're the ones who arrested him, and
Okay.
they say they're so mad because they told him to get out of the street several times.
Yeah.
And according to this police report, even members of his group said to him, come on, man, get out of the street. Like, just get out of the street. Listen to the cops." And he refused to do it, according to what the police report says. And so the cops don't like that when you don't listen to them. It doesn't matter if it's 3 a.m. or not. They're out patrolling. The bars are probably getting ready to close up, and he wants to go out and film some content with his team, with his buddies. He wants to do some videos, and he probably wants some cool shot where he's standing out in the middle of the street, and the cops are like, "You can't do that. Get out of the street." And he doesn't want to listen. And so there's cameras everywhere, and of course the cops have their body-worn cameras on, and we've seen that. I mean, that to me is like just kind of absurd, because the kid's got 15 million YouTube subscribers. He's got enough money that he could probably have gone down to the Miami Beach City Hall or wherever and gotten a permit and just gotten a permit to do this or something. You know what I mean?
Well, the kid has a superiority complex. He thinks because he's drawn all these viewers to watch his social media content that he can call the shots everywhere in life. You can't just go out into the street or out on the sidewalk and control the narrative out there merely because you are a social media personality. You are still subject to the laws, the municipal ordinances, and the jurisdiction of the state of Florida. And if you think you're going to overcome that just by showing a YouTube clip, he's, mistaken. Sometimes there are just hard lessons to learn for young people who get arrested and get into trouble. On a personal level, if I were his counsel, look, it's not the crime of the century. It's pretty timid, mild type crime. But you certainly don't want this to escalate and be a gateway to greater crimes, because this young man, if he doesn't knock it off, he could end up on the road to perdition. He really needs to stop and grow up.
Yeah, and he's already had this, he had this wreck in October of 2024. He is live streaming on a platform, and I'm just kind of like, whoa. Like, anytime you're live streaming and driving, you're just, to me, asking for trouble. It just seems really, really it just does not seem wise. And, he's got a photographer with him, and he hydroplanes, and he wrecks his car. It's a really pricey car, $200,000 car. And he's like worried about, getting a shot, getting the shot. And apparently his photographer's got blood coming out of his head. And it's like, where are our priorities here? So I don't know. Maybe this becomes a wake up call. You would think maybe, I mean, you mix a young guy, impulsive, lots of money, lots of adulation from fans on social media. To me, that can be a recipe for disaster, because you're not going to learn any tough lessons that way. Maybe this is the tough lesson. I don't know.
Yeah. Do you remember Evel Knievel, the stunt driver on the motorcycles? For whatever reason, he just was really drawn to these types of thrill type acts, getting on a motorcycle to see how many cars he can jump. And I think before he retired, he was able to jump 15 cars in the air. He was in just for the thrill of it, for the entertainment, regardless of what kind of harm could be caused, anybody getting injured, or just spectators getting drawn to this stuff as well. And before you know it, the cops are called. Sometimes, you have to stop thinking that the world is revolving around you. And thank goodness that he's learning it at a young age, because like I said, this really could escalate. He could end up committing greater crimes and going to prison. In a lot of states, a first-time resisting offense obviously can get dismissed. You take a little anger management, that type of thing. Then you pick up a misdemeanor and you do it again. It could end up being a felony. If you're going to just constantly rise to the occasion and take on the cops, they are always going to prevail and take you down. So hopefully this was a lesson for the young man and he can move on.
Yeah, let's hope it was a lesson. I just want to read from the police report because, I mean, they warned him. They warned him more than once. I just want to read this really quickly.
Yeah.
Officers warned him that failure to comply would result in arrest. So they said, we're going to arrest you if you don't listen to us. And the defendant replied, once I'm done with this bet. The listed officers then safely apprehended the defendant in the middle of the roadway due to his deliberate refusal to follow lawful orders and continued obstruction of traffic. A search incident to arrest conducted by Officer A. Azuna revealed half an orange oval shaped pill with a 3 imprinted on it. That's the suspected amphetamine, consistent with a Schedule II amphetamine, as well as a black plastic container holding the marijuana cigarettes. So to me, it's like very, I don't know, it's just an unforced error on this kid's part. And then Philip, you know, he sits in jail. He calls it like the worst day of his life, sitting in jail. I'm sure it was.
Yes.
You know, when he's driving around in sports cars and he's got this like really plush, cushy house in Florida. I'm sure sitting in the pokey was no fun for this kid.
Yeah. Well,
And then he gets out and he's like playing around with a rapper on this Tekashi 6ix9ine on videos, you know, on Party and putting that on X. I'm just like, I mean, I don't know. Maybe this kid learns a lesson. Maybe he doesn't.
well, sometimes along with fame, fortune, attention, also comes a little humility. And hopefully this will kind of take him down a few notches and he learns to grow up and realizes that you can still have fame, fortune without notoriety in the negative sense. You want to draw positive attention to you and not become sort of like the object of ridicule and social and moral obloquy. Otherwise, I could see him actually losing YouTube viewers over this because he's not setting an example for people. It's one thing if you can pull it off seamlessly and really come off like an actor, but if behind the scenes you're actually getting cuffed, hauled in, and you know, having the wagon called on you, nobody's going to want to watch you anymore. You're no longer a hero or an icon in the social media influence world. You come off really as scofflaw.
Yeah, it's not a good look. It's
No.
just, it really isn't. And he may be a nice guy too. He seems like, you know, when he's talking to his mom on the videos, you know, seems like a nice enough kid. So we'll see what happens. He'll be in court in January for this, so a little ways off. Philip Dubé, thank you so much.
Take care now.
And here's a look at the full body-worn camera footage Miami Beach PD posted on Facebook.
Hey, yo, you don't want to go neither. Back up.
I'm just saying I got it.
Back up. Don't worry about it. Back up. Back up.
You're getting stupid, bro.
Go to the sidewalk, guys. Go to the sidewalk now. Go to the sidewalk now. You want to go with him? Go to the sidewalk now. Okay.
No, chill.
Now.
You are, bro. The weapons and the needles, anything can poke me. Oh my God. I don't think you understand, man.
You should have got your man up there. I was trying to. Free jet. The water, like, what? I was trying.
Oh, good.
Do we chill too? Can I take that off and give it to someone? Wait, no, you can't take it off like that. Yo, chill. Wait, let me take it. Can I take it off?
I'll take it right here. Come here.
You have to like slide it off your wrist. Like, you can't take it off anyway.
Sorry.
I
think this is,
MDMA?
just hold on to it.
I'll check it out.
up, you know?
Give me some,
There's also,
no, you can't take it off that way.
Bro, you hold on to that.
Like, if you can, literally, if you want to touch me, where do you think I'm going?
No, I didn't say that. Hand sanitizer. Yeah,
I'm gonna touch you.
oh, Joe. Joe, can we get the hand sanitizer, please? Really quick.
Let me slide it off, you know?
No.
Just a little bit, only a little bit. That's fine. Thank you. Do you have any narcotics, anything on you?
No, sir.
Oh, there, narcotics.
Huh?
Why don't you stop?
Is there anything we should know that's on you?
I'm gonna check your hand at the jail.
Alright.
Alright. Get in.
Wait, can I get my watch or someone or no?
What is? Oh, the
No,
watch.
but you have to like untake. You have to.
I got you. Go on.
Yeah, thank you. Can you tell him to pull up here, my friend, so we can put it on first?
That way. We'll do it at the station, man.
But real, can I just take it off?
We'll do it at the station.
No.
And so Jack Doherty, he is free on bail right now. He'll appear in court at a later date, and we'll keep you posted on what happens with this case. That's it for this episode of Crime Fix. I'm Angenette Levy. Thanks so much for being with me. I'll see you back here next time.